Now to a couple bills aimed at getting rid of sales tax on food. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle pushing two separate bills aimed with the same goal. ABC4 chief political correspondent and anchor Glen Mills is live at the Capitol, where he's talking with Republican and Democratic lawmakers who are hoping to make groceries cheaper for Utahns. Glenn?
Courtney, over the next 45 days, lawmakers will be debating hundreds of issues here on Utah's Capitol Hill. One of them will be familiar because it was a debate that was had last legislative session as well. Welcoming in now Representatives Judy Weeks-Rohner and Rosemary Lesser. Both of you ran bills last year to eliminate the sales tax on food, doing that again this year. Representative Weeks-Rohner, let's start with you. Talk about how Utahns are feeling about this issue. You actually have some data on that.
You know, there was a recent poll that was administered, and it said the majority of Utah people would rather have the removal of the state portion of the food tax instead of an income tax. I believe that as a representative that we should be listening to those people and do what's best for the citizens of Utah.
A lot of talk about tax cuts. In fact, the governor, legislative leaders really looking at a historic level this year. The two of you think that should be included in that tax cut, eliminating the sales tax on food. Both of you are running bills. Representative Lesser, let's talk to you a little bit about what you see as the need for this and why this would be a good option when you're talking about cutting taxes.
Well, the thing about this tax is it comes at a time when inflation has been at an all 40-year high. We're grateful that it's starting to come down, but still food inflation costs have been so significant for Utahns. And this is one way that our state can eliminate a tax that affects everybody and do it simply at the register and do it quickly.
Both of you ran bills last year, doing it again this year. What's the feeling going into it this year after coming up short last year?
Well, at least we've got a little bit more discussion this year than we did last year. And I think that if we continue the discussion, we are going to win. We are going to remove that horrible tax.
What will it take to get everyone on board that wasn't from the previous session?
I think it's education. They just need to learn a little bit more and understand how the tax on food impacts everybody. Now, I've heard that the reason I'm doing this is just to help the poor. That's not true. We have a little card that helps the poor. We have other things that help the rich. I'm really concerned about the working person, the person like you and I, where if we remove the food tax, we would notice it every single time we went to the grocery store. An income tax, we notice it once a year. I believe that this tax was promised to the people that it would be removed years ago. It wasn't. I now believe not only is it a tax issue, it's a moral issue. We owe it to the people of Utah to remove the state portion of this sales tax.
This is a bipartisan issue. Representative Lesser, a Democrat, Weeks-Rohner, a Republican. Talk about that nature and coming together on both sides of the aisle.
Well, it's interesting because Representative Weeks-Rohner and I were both involved in the referendum back in 2019, where both of us sat at grocery stores gathering signatures, and so we heard from the voices of the people. This initiative all across the country has been bipartisan, from the Democratic governor of Kansas to the Republican governor of Virginia. But even if you go back to Utah's own history, we have seen Governor Matheson in the late 70s commit to ending the tax on groceries. Governor Huntsman has also had suggested this very same initiative and indeed did lower the income tax rate. What Representative Weeks-Rohner and I would like to do is eliminate it in its entirety. And we recognize that taxing food absolutely is not a partisan issue.
Both of you are running bills, as I mentioned, very similar. Why go forward with two bills as opposed to bringing it down to one and working together on that?
Actually, we had two different bills, and then we did some changes, and her bill now is like mine. But we don't care whose name's on the bill. We just need to have it removed. And as one of the sponsors of the 2019 tax referendum, I listened to people, and we collected signatures. People said, remove the tax. Now's the time to do it. Like you said at the beginning, we have so much money in reserve. Now is the time to do it. We can do so much with an income tax decrease, and we can do the food tax. We can give our teachers a raise. There's so much we can do, and we need to do it this year. We can't wait. It's like that little train that said, I think I can, and we keep trying, and we keep getting a little bit further, and you know, we're going to go over that mountain. We're going to get it removed.
Representative Lesser, your thoughts on the two bills and how you potentially come together as one down the road during this session?
Well, since the bills are virtually identical now, I foresee that they will be merged very soon. And again, it is immaterial to me whose name is on that bill. What matters is the result for the people of Utah.
Talk about how people at home who are interested in this and seeing this go through can apply pressure and how they can raise their voices to help your goal get over the finish line.
I want every single person to call their state senator and call their state representative and explain to them that they want to have the state portion of the sales tax on food removed. My bill is HB 101, and your bill?
It's 172.
172. It doesn't matter which one they want to support. Just support the removal of the tax. And as you said, the governor spoke about it, and people are talking. Let's not just talk. Let's have some action.
Your thoughts, Representative Lesser, on people at home getting involved?
I agree completely with my colleague that this is it's important as legislators that we listen to the voice of the people, and the people have ample opportunity to have their voices heard either by email, by calling, and talking with their representative. I think that that is a fantastic idea, and we are going to win this time.
All right. We will be watching it along the way. We have a 45-day session coming up. We will see what happens. Really appreciate both of you tonight explaining what's happening and what you would like to see happen down the road. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity.
You bet.
I appreciate this.
You bet. Back to you.
All right. Certainly a lot to watch. Thank you so much, Glenn.